Hello, good morning. This is Siva Devaki from MassMailer. Thanks for joining the webinar today. Today we're going to talk about the part two of the topic that we started last week on how to send emails to related objects in Salesforce using MassMailer. So we'll continue the same session. Today we're going to talk about how to send emails to contacts if the contacts are related to a specific account. So basically, you're sending out emails from a parent object to the child object. And also, if you have custom objects that are interrelated to each other, and how do you send emails to them? So we're going to cover these two topics today. Let's take a look at the demo here real quick. Let's start with the accounts. Let's say you have accounts. Let's say you have accounts right here, MassMailer and MM. And if you want to send out emails to these two accounts, but you're sending it to the actual contacts related to these two accounts, the way you can do it is you can select those individual accounts and then click on Send via MassMailer. You can send it to each account as well, separately, that's possible. Or if you want to send it to all accounts, that's also possible. You just need to click on Send via MassMailer, but do not select the individual account. So if you want to send it to all accounts, don't select anything, but click on the Send via MassMailer. But if you want to send emails to like the selected accounts, then you would select them and then click on Send via MassMailer. That's a kind of a difference. So now what we are trying to do is we're gonna select the target audience, as you can see, who we want to send emails to. We don't want to send it to the account, even though there's an email address there. We're gonna select the child object. So when you select this child object, it's gonna list out all the objects that are child for this particular object. That is contact is what we're gonna select, and then select email field. We're gonna select the email field right here. That is for the contact, and then here we have the list of all the contacts in those two accounts. As you can see, there are many. So I would just go to the next step from here, and then now we have to select a template. So I would just select a predefined template that I have. And then once you have this template selected, we're going to add some merge fields so you can see how the data just flows through. If you want to address, so let's just say this is a demo email sent to contacts from the accounts object. And we're going to address this by first name. So since we are sending it to contacts, we are actually going to select contact and then say first name, copy this and paste it there. So that's how we're going to address the contact by first name, and that's how you select the merge field. And if you want to bring in the merge field, say from the account, the way you're going to do it is again go from the contact to the account, and then for example account name, and that becomes your merge field, that is contact.account.name, and you can copy paste this value into your the email content. So let's just say put that merge field in the email subject as well, and then save it. We will go to the next step. You can also attach files. If not, you can skip this. Sender options. I'm going to suppress duplicates because I have a lot of duplicate emails. Next. And here you can actually select all the delivery options. Um, you know, there are other demo videos that have shown how to select all these options. So I'm just going to go skip. And finally, we have selected the account, and then the target field is the contact, and that's what we are sending it to, and the email field from the contact object. So, and those are the recipients. And I'm going to go ahead and click finish and then say OK. The email has been sent, and we captured this into MassMailer outreach object. So I'm just going to go refresh this. Okay, so as you can see, the activity got logged, and we have 4 emails that got delivered, and we should have the related object that's called MassMailer email status values, which would have the specific events such as delivered, and it is associated to the respective contact and also to the respective account. If you go back to the emails, sometimes it may take some time to receive the email. So I just received it. As you can see, this is the email I received with personalization. The first name is embedded here, and also the first name is embedded in the subject. So that's the way you can actually send out emails to contacts from the accounts object. And now let's take a look at a custom object. What we have here, so there's an application object, which is a custom object, and this has very simple structure. So all we have is the application name, but we have the application members, which is another custom object. So this is the application member, which is a custom object that's related to the application, as you can see. And this application member has 2 fields. As you can see, those 2 are lookups. One is the application, and the other one is the contact object. So basically, this application member is nothing but a junction object, right? So it has a lookup to contact as well as the application. Let's say you want to send out emails to all the application members, but those are related to various applications. How do you really do that? So you can do that again from here. Let's say you want to send emails to all the applications, but from here, you're going to select the specific object that you're sending emails to, that is the contact object. So we will go to the target audience. So basically, you're starting from application, but you're actually going to select the child object, which is nothing but the application number. But you're selecting the email field that is coming from the contact, as you can see, and the email address on the contact. So that is the recipient. So basically, you're starting from application, you're going to the child object, which is application member, but you're actually sending out emails to the respective contacts related to that application member. So this is the list of contacts that we're going to send emails to. And I go to the next step. And then from here, you could actually again select demo template, and we're going to make some changes there. Okay. So the application member is your context, because that's what the child object is. And from here, you could bring in the application member name. So I'm just going to copy paste this so that you kind of understand. So this is the application member name. We can enter that value. And if you want to bring in the contact field, you can actually bring in the contact field. An example name. So let's say we select the first name. So this is application member, contact, first name. So copy paste that. So we can just select here the person name. And then if you want to bring in the fields from the application, again, it's the same thing. So you would go here, application. So let's say application name, copy paste that value. So you have the application name. So this is application name. And this is the application member name. So basically, if you look at it, we are in the context of application member, but you can go to the contact and then get the fields from the contact, or you can get the fields from the application member, or you can get the application field because the application is related to the application member. Okay? So this is from custom related object. Save this. Next step. And then here we just keep the same sender options. We don't need to do this. There's no duplicate. Next step. And then here we would just keep everything default. Next step. And then here we're gonna select finish and then say okay. Okay, as you can see, there's an activity that got created. And if I refresh this, it also shows the emails that got delivered. So 2 of them got delivered. And then the related, it should create the email status as well. As you can see, it created it. And this is related to the contact. And this is related to that particular application and the application member. So wherever you go, it will have that relationship. So for example, if you go to the application, you will be able to see the related objects here, the related email status. Go to the application one, member one, and here also you would see the related email status values, all the opens and clicks and everything. Okay? And same thing gets logged against the contact as well. So if you go to the respective contact, it'll have the related list again, all the email status values as well. And it would also have the activity history. And if let's just check. Okay, so as you can see, we got the data as well, the personalization data as well, and then we got the application member name and the application name as well. Everything got populated in the email. And that is how you can send emails to custom related objects. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat window. Okay. There are no questions. That is that's fine. You can always send us an email. You can call us or contact us through our website. Here is our contact information. And there's a weekly webinar that runs on every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific. So please try to register ahead of time. We do publish the webinar details on the website, our social channels, and also if you're part of our email list, you would receive an email as well. Once again, thank you so much for joining the webinar today. Take care. Bye-bye.